I will get 2x plus, this if I will re-express it, it will be 3x to the power negative 1. So dy over dx will be equals to 2x squared plus 3 plus negative 1 x to the power negative 2. So simplifying it, okay, this will be my answer. Yes. Sorry? Oh, sorry, 2x. Sorry. Okay. Right. So this is the idea that we're getting from the sum and difference rule. They did not define y is equals to this. They never say that it is fx equals to this also. Okay, so in that, if this is the case, right, you can let y equals to this expression, or you can just simply write d over dx and then bracket the entire expression that you're trying to differentiate. Okay, then after that, using your sum rule and difference rule, okay, so 2x to the power of 5, that will be differentiated to be 10x to the power of 4. Okay, then maybe let me simplify this first. Okay, then after that, the next term itself, I will take 2 multiplied by negative 3, x to the power of negative 4. Then plus pi, how do I differentiate it? It will be 0 because pi is a constant. Okay? Of course, you need not write the plus 0. Right, but for starters, I will just write down every single step. Okay, either one of these will do, right? I don't want to repeat anymore. Okay, either one of these answer will do, unless the question says that you need to live in positive index form. That one? This one? What do you not understand? Differentiate? So this I simplify to this, you understand, right? They are equivalent. Then I bring down the 2, alright? Then the power minus 1, so it's 2x. Then after that, 3x power negative 1, bring down the negative 1, multiply with 3. Then negative 1 minus 1 is negative 2. Then you simplify. You understand? Yeah. Huh? Yes,
I feel like number 2 and 3 is like we only be using the power.
Sorry, now what number 2 and 3?
We'll be using like the power for the whole thing.
Yeah, correct.
Like, but number 2 and 3, I don't get how it fits in. It's like we're using the power for everything.
Yeah, I am using a power rule for almost everything. Just that number 2 itself, there is an extra constant. Okay, you find that try 1, right? It is just an algebra. There is no coefficient to the algebra. Okay. Then after that, try 2 and try 3 itself, there is a coefficient. Yeah, so I'm rule number 2, right? Okay, technically just addresses what if there is a coefficient. Alright? Then after that, rule number 3 over here addresses what if it is an expression with multiple terms. Yeah. But we are technically really just learning one way of differentiating so far. Any other questions? Okay, so let's look at try 5.
Recording.
Okay, so try 5 itself. Okay, we have the function in t, right? And then it is t squared minus 3t plus 7 over 2t. Okay, and the question actually says differentiate with respect to t. Alright, so if the question is in t, alright, so it depends on the variable. Okay, then you differentiate with respect to t. Alright, so we differentiate according to the needs of the question. Alright, but in this case, we have not learned any other way of simplifying this, as in of differentiating this. But the thing is that this can be further simplified, correct? Okay, so how do I simplify this? I can split it out into 3 different fractions, right? Okay, and then after that, this will actually be t over 2, which is actually half t. This is actually minus 3 over 2 because the t's cancel out. And this is 7 over 2 t to the power negative 1. Okay. Later on, we will be learning some more ways of differentiating. Okay. But at this point, please know that simplify wherever possible first. Okay, always try to simplify the function whenever possible, right? Before you jump into differentiating. Okay, so in this case, now that we have simplified it into this form, okay, it is just as per how we do our sum rule and difference rule, okay, or in fact the power rule. Okay, so differentiating it, what would my answer be? Shannon, how do you differentiate the first term? It will be equals to half only, okay, good. So half t differentiate, you will get half. Then what about the second term? 3 over 2 differentiate equals to, okay, minus over 0 plus 7 over 2 t to the power negative 1. How do I differentiate? Like this. Negative 7 over 2, then t to the power negative 2. Okay, so your answer could be simplified to this extent. Half minus 7 over 2 t squared. Sorry? Times t squared on both sides. Can times 2.
Like from there, right, instead of writing 7, you don't bring down the t. So the t becomes stay as negative. Then you times 2 then becomes 1 minus 7. Cannot times 2 for box.
1 cannot times 2. Times 2 Then this and this equal. Can times 2 like that or not? Then after that make it into 1 minus 7 over 7 t squared. T to the power negative 2. Cannot okay, then these are not equal already. Okay, so the answer actually only remains at this part. You can combine it into one single fraction, but really there's no purpose and no meaning to that. Okay, you can write it into a single fraction, but make sure you do it correctly lah. If you do it wrongly and this is your final answer, then you don't get any answer mark, because this is your final answer. Up to here, okay? Okay, let's look at try 5 part B. Okay, so here at ft equals to t plus Okay, so far we don't have the skill to actually do any differentiation when two functions are multiplied together, or other two expressions are multiplied together. So what should we do? We will expand, right? Okay, so this will become t times square root t plus minus t plus 2 square root t minus 2. Okay, then we simplify this. How do I simplify t times square root t? T to power of 1.5, 3 over 2 lah. Okay, don't write mixed number, otherwise it will be difficult when you transfer it into a coefficient. Minus t plus 2 square root t minus 2. So differentiating it, please make sure you remember to write the differentiation. Sometimes some people just have the equal sign everywhere. Okay, then after that forget, and then you lose all the marks in doing your differentiation. Okay, so differentiating the first term, let's see what do we get. Over 2 t half. Okay, good. Then after that minus t, that will become 1, right? Then 2 times square root t. Ryan, what will you get? Yep. T minus half. Sorry, minus this one. I'm talking about this. How to differentiate this? T to the power of minus half. Okay, this part now. But now it's differentiating already. So this is equivalent to t to the power of negative half. Okay, wait, this is to the power of half, right? So your answer is t to the power of negative half. Because you take 2 times half times t negative half, right? Minus 1, right? Half minus 1, no? Okay, then after minus 2 it becomes 0, so needless to actually write it there. So simplifying this, okay, you can write it in this manner, or you can write it in your indices form, okay, with the powers and all that. Either way it's really fine. Yep.
Why differentiate minus t minus 1?
Because it's a minus 1t, right? The power of 1, correct? So differentiating this one, we will get negative 1 times 1, t to the power 1 minus 1. So t to the power 1 minus 1 is going to be 0, so this will just be negative 1 times t to the power 0, so it's negative 1. Okay. Any questions? Right? I'll give you some time to practice. Okay, I'll write down some questions on the whiteboard. Okay, I want you to do now. Exercise 14.1. Question 1A, B, 2B, C, F, 3B, D, F, 4B, C, 6E. No, do now. You must practice. Okay, differentiation is something fairly new. You need to practice.
I thought exercise for
15 minutes, okay? Yes, 15 minutes. 1-5.
Must put the symbol in front of the y.
But in these questions, they never put y, right? So you just put d over dx, then bracket the whole function.